All right, so here's the unit running. It's super quiet. I've never ran one of these before, so maybe they're all this quiet. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ryan and I'm with Skyline Acres. And today I am gonna be doing an unboxing and assembly video on the VEVOR Chicken Plucker. So let's get into it. So just to provide a little background information, we butcher our own chickens here on the homestead. We've been doing it here for, several years, and I did it growing up in my teens. But I never had a actual chicken plucker. And probably if you asked about anybody, plucking a chicken by hand is probably one of the worst parts about butchering a chicken. We got our chickens 2 months ago, and I told myself, I said, I really need to do some research on chicken pluckers because I'd like to have one because I can foresee myself butchering chickens for many years to come. So I got to looking, and the problem has always been they're so expensive. $500, $600, $700, and so anyways, I decided to do a little bit more research this year, and I found this one. So this is the VEVOR, it's a model TM50. And if you get on their website, it looks like right now they're offering 3 chicken pluckers, okay? They offer this one, which is like a tripod type. There's basically 3 feet and 2 of them have wheels on it. You'll see it when I assemble it. And then there's the other type, and they basically are the same except one's bigger. So it's just 2 different sizes of the other type. It's kind of got 4 small casters on it, and it's just a little bit different design. It's more square. But if you get on the site, they're calling those the older versions, and they're calling this the 2.0 revised version. So I didn't want to buy it unless it was any good. So I went out to YouTube. There was probably 2 or 3 videos of people using this. They all liked it. I read the hundreds of reviews or whatever. Everybody generally liked this unit. So I said, I'm gonna get it, we'll give it a try. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna unbox this, put it together. I really don't know what all that entails. All right, guys, so let's cut into this box and see what this thing entails as far as putting together and all that. I will say, shipping on the VEVOR stuff, it came really fast. I mean, 2 days maybe. I was pretty impressed, and the box was not beat up or anything. All right, so we got some nice styrofoam here. Okay, let me pull the camera around and show you how this is packaged. So popping the box open, you got some nice foam wrap here. All right, and then down in there is going to be the actual plucker. So let me go ahead and pull it out, and we'll go from there. So let's see what we got. Okay, that looks like the main parts of it. The legs look to be, the legs and the wheels kind of look to be in this here. So they're going to be kind of in this styrofoam. We'll go ahead and set all this stuff out. This is a tube that mounts up under here, and you can put a bucket or something under there, and it's the feather discharge, and the feathers will go into a bucket or a tarp or whatever you got. It's the manual. They actually give you a water hose end here with all the different things, cone, full, all of that. Because as you're using this thing, you're basically spraying it with water. But there's some handles and some different nuts and bolts and hardware in there. The plug is a GFCI built-in plug with kind of the test buttons and all that on there, the test and reset buttons. Because this is around water, you know, you're spraying water in this unit. And last but not least, I kind of thought this was a nice touch. They give you 10 extra fingers in case you need to replace some. So I'll tell y'all what, the instructions are better than some stuff that I see on name brand equipment. I mean, look at these color photos. Everything's laid out nicely. So anyway, step one is supposed to be install this drain hose, and I flipped the unit upside down, as you can see. So let me go ahead and do that. Tell you what, guys, first impressions, this thing is nice. I mean, it's packaged up nice. The stainless steel, just everything. So got the hose on there. Go ahead and tighten this down. I think the hose will make more sense once I get the whole thing done. All right, so that's in there. One thing I wanted to show you too, talking about the instruction manual. If you come over here and take a look, I don't know if it's going to do this for everything. There's a 9 right here, and it matches up with a piece here 9. So, and I see like a 3. So I think it might do that the whole time. All right, so next step says installation of the wheels. Install the wheel and the leg and tighten the screws. So let me go ahead and get everything undone here, and I'll come back. So I got the wheels and everything unpackaged. These are solid rubber wheels. Actually feel really nice. The legs, you got 2 of them here for the wheels. And I think what I'm gonna do is put some grease on this spindle. I think I'm gonna put a little bit of grease there. And then I think on the screw, I'm gonna put some Loctite on it, just so with that wheel going different directions and all, the screw doesn't want to back out. I would say you definitely don't need to do this by any means, but I feel like it will just help the wheel. I mean, can't hurt. The wheels basically look the same. So on the front and back. So this is a 14mm bolt here. Yeah, 14. You're just gonna take this bolt off and put your wheel on and tighten it up. Okay. Boy, that's only like a 1/2-inch bolt, ain't it? All right, so put our wheel on like so. Spins really nice. And then what I'm going to do, no grease has found its way on these threads yet, so I'm going to put some Loctite on there. I tell you guys, Loctite and anti-seize, whew, it's a lot of Loctite. Loctite and anti-seize are something I use very regularly on the Homestead. So I got that on there. Do that, and don't put that much Loctite, by the way. That was just my nozzles kind of screwed up, and more comes out than I want. So we got that all tightened up. Okay, give her one more little snug. Alrighty. Wipe off that grease. There it is. Okay. It's actually really smooth. Hardly no play. All right, guys, so the next step is installation of the legs with the wheels. So I got a leg, and if you notice, this is number 3. And there's a number 3 right here. And you're gonna take these bolts, and these bolts have all been, they were in individual like baggies. So everything, at least right now I got the right quantity of everything. So I'm gonna take the bolt, slip it through. So far, the holes and everything have all lined up, you know, without a hitch. And then you got your nuts, just regular old nuts. And I think what I'm gonna do, just because I got it out, is put some Loctite on there. Okay. And the nut and the bolt are 14 millimeter again, just like the bolts on these wheels. So far that's the only size you need. Okay. Go ahead and spin those nuts on. Get this tightened up. Okay. All right guys, so I got all the legs on, and just because I had it, I went ahead and used Loctite on all the bolts. It has a really nice switch, guys. I think this is like a waterproof switch because of the fact, you know, this whole thing's around water. And then next thing in the manual is installation of the handle. And you got your nice pictures there. So let me get this flipped around and we'll put the handle up there on the top. All right guys, so here's the handle. And what they do is they give you these Allen head bolts, and they're actually really nice. I went and put them on a magnet to see, and they're not magnetic. So I guess, you know, they're stainless steel, just like, I mean, they should be, but you don't know what these places do with some of the hardware. But anyway, so the two bolts go through there. They give you washers and nuts, and they actually give you the Allen wrench that you need for it. So let me install that in the top of the unit here. Because this machine shakes and stuff a lot, and I've got it, I'm gonna use the Loctite again. But this is number 1, and this is number 1. So just plop her down. Take this other one out. So far, guys, all the bolt holes and everything have lined up like a dream. All right. Handle's done. Let's see what the next step is. All right guys, so let's see how it rolls. I got the machine setting on the ground. A lot of people, if you read the reviews, said theirs was dented, which is hard to believe with the packaging, but mine did have a little dent in it, and I was able to basically push it out, but it doesn't really affect anything. So let's see how it rolls. Rolls really good. And the reason I even really bring that up is because on that version 1.0 that they have, it's got the 4 small wheels. They talk about how it doesn't roll on grass and rocks and stuff. So let me get this plugged up and give her a try. Okay, I'm gonna do a test. Power went out, reset. Light came back on, test, light off. Reset. That's kind of a nice feature. So here is the on off, and I haven't even tried this yet, guys, so let's see what happens. Oh yeah, that runs real smooth. Let me bring you in closer. All right, so here's the unit running. It's super quiet. I've never ran one of these before, so maybe they're all this quiet. All right, y'all. Well, that's pretty much going to do it for this video. I would say for this unit, as far as the unboxing and assembly goes, I would give this thing very high ratings. The price was on point. I mean, you can't beat the price. I got it for around 300 bucks. The instruction manual was color. The parts are labeled with numbers and you just match them up. The hardware appeared to be stainless steel. Yeah, I would say as far as that goes, this thing is very high ranking in my book. It does seem like a pretty well thought out unit, and it runs really quiet. So anyways, guys, on that note, the real test is going to be 2 or 3 days from now when we actually go to use it. And I'll have that video out hopefully soon. There may be a couple of videos in between. But hopefully go out there and check that other video out, and I will put the link to that up here. But with that said, guys, appreciate y'all watching the video, and we'll see you again next time here on the Skyline Acres channel.